A French mining company that is mining uranium in Niger just announced that they will close down their operations in one of their mines. According to them, the international sanctions against Niger is hurting their operations. They will now seek alternative sources for the materials in order to satisfy their customers. They have stakes in Canada, Kazakhstan, and other countries. This will definitely affect Niger's earnings. They own 37% of the mine in Somme, where the company mines the uranium. Yes, it will affect their earnings, but that's the least of their problems. They want France out of their country. Nigerians have been protesting since the past few days at the French military base, asking them to pack and leave their country. Also, the French ambassador has been declared persona non grata. He has refused to leave, insisting that they do not recognize the authority of the Nigerian military. Remember that he was given 48 hours to leave Niger. He is still yet to comply. Now, the Nigerian authorities have extended the same 48 hours to the US ambassador. They want her to leave the next 48 hours. The US ambassador was recently posted to Niger about a few weeks ago, and when she arrived, she did not present her credentials to the government, as it is normally done by a new ambassador when he arrives a country. That must have definitely angered the Nigerians because it shows that they do not recognize their authority. It shows that they are towing the same path with France. Will the US ambassador leave within the 48-hour ultimatum? Or will the United States say no, that they are staying put, that they will not leave like France did? And if they do that, what will be the reaction of the Nigerian authorities? Will they deploy the same strategy they deployed against the French ambassador? It's not expected that the US ambassador will refuse to leave or that she will get such an advice from Washington, because obviously the United States is not as desperate as France is. France is showing and proving to the world that they are desperate to remain in Niger, that they are desperate, they want to maintain control, their influence over Niger. In contrast, the US main interest in Niger seems to be their military base, which they spent more than $100 million to build. In any case that the US ambassador refuses to leave, it's predictable that the Nigerian authorities will deploy the same measures. They will send a police detachment at their embassy to search every vehicle entering or leaving the embassy. By the way, it seems that France and the United States share common walls at their embassy. All these are coming after the United States announced that they will reposition some of their servicemen and move some equipment from the military base near the capital to the one at Agadez. Even France accepts that their men can no longer achieve their objective in Niger. Since the protest started, they are not able to conduct the training that they do and all other operations. They are just sitting idle. So they've made up their mind that they will reduce their servicemen and move some equipment away from Niger. There's a lot of movements in Niger right now. No one knows whether the ECOWAS intervention force will still invade. They just reopened their airspace to civilian aircraft. All military aircrafts must take permission before they fly. The situation is very, very tense. It doesn't seem like the Nigerian authorities want to isolate themselves, despite telling France and others to leave their country. It's just a strategy. Before you can assert your authority, you must at least hold your ground, control your country, before you now come back and say, yes, this is how I want us to do this is the percentage we want. You now set out your plans and how you want to trade with other countries. But when they are still in your country, they have military bases, you can feel their influence. Somehow you cannot get a good deal. The negotiations won't even work because they won't be treating you as equals. Yes, if they're already in your country, they're already operating your market, you want to renegotiate, they will make it difficult for you. But if they are gone, you can even say no, you don't want these people again, you don't want a French company, you don't want a French anything, which is exactly what they've done. They pulled the rug under their feet. There might be companies waiting to take over from the French companies, yes, and these companies will be willing to offer better deals, unlike the French. These deals must include processing some of these raw materials in Niger so as to create employment and create a new industry. so that their country can fully harness all the opportunities that they can derive from their natural resources. Yes, this is the kind of deal that the Nigerian authorities should be negotiating. All new companies that are coming to do anything in Niger, they come to mine resources or anything, they must process those raw materials here so that Nigerians can take advantage. This is the major advantage developed countries have over Africa.